network roller shutters. All the shutters are connected to a TFT LCD touchscreen, so users are easily able to remotely control the shutters and remotely monitor the shutter status and the self-diagnosis function. Let's see a demonstration of one of the remote controls. First, when you touch the TFT LCD screen lightly, TFT LCD will be shown on the right. You can decide which shutter you are going to use. You can choose from shutter 1 to shutter 10. Also, you can choose all the shutters by touching all shutters. Shutter number 1 is the shutter in the demonstration room. You can raise it, pause it, or drop it to a lower level. In addition, it has a My function, which you can use to send it to a preset position. Let's press up. Can you see the animated display? Let's pause it. Let's drop it by the down button again. This shows the dropping movement, and it also shows the position of shutter when you pause it. Let's see how to operate the roller shutter in a real situation. Let's press up and stop and down and then stop. All operations work well. This time, let's press the My button. The shutter moves to the user's preset position. Let's see how the remote monitoring works. Touching the screen makes it light up. We have touched shutter 1 to monitor the shutter. The window on the left shows its position. Each shutter can be controlled at the shutter itself. I am pressing the down button at shutter 1. The window shows shutter 1 is dropping and the down button lights up on the screen. Pressing stop at the shutter stops it, and its position can be seen at the window. It is lower than it was before. I am pressing the up button at shutter 1. The window shows that it is rising. I am pressing the stop button at shutter 1. When stopped, you can see the position is higher than before. Shall we see how to monitor the position of the shutters in 4 different rooms? We will look at the shutters for 4 rooms. Shutter 7, Shutter 8, Shutter 9 and Shutter 10. Shutter 7 is half open. Shutter 8 is completely closed. Shutter 9 is completely open. Shutter 10 is half open. Shall we see the real position of the installed shutter in each of the 4 rooms? This is how the shutter actually looks in the rooms. From the left, they are the shutters from room 7, 8, 9 and 10 respectively. They are in the same position that we saw in the monitor. Now, let's see the self-diagnosis. This space is for the user to experience how the network roller shutter works in reality. First, if you touch the TFT LCD, the screen will light up. It shows all the information from the selected shutter. This part is for self-diagnosis. Let's pull out a power pack to check how self-diagnosis works. Shall we see how it shows when the power pack is pulled out? Can you see how the power pack previously shown in green is now shown in gray? This means there is no power pack there. Other icons all show the same color for self-diagnosis. Now, let's see how the monitor showing shutter 3 works when its motor is broken. First, we will show the motor working normally. Shutter 3 in the demo house has 2 motors and 2 loads that we can change. We will drive the green motor that can raise up to 32 kilograms. Can you see this motor rotating? If you pause it, it stops rotating. We have 2 simulators. The one uses the maximum power that the motor can consume. The second uses twice this maximum electrical power. We will now monitor the second simulator. Let's see how the self-diagnosis works for the simulator, which acts as a broken motor. We choose shutter 3 and attempt to open it. When you press up, it stops straight away and the motor icon turns red. This shows that there is a problem at the motor for shutter 3. Hence we can fix it easily. This shows the current temperature of the battery, its degree of charging, the condition of motor, if the power pack is plugged in or not, and if preset time is set or not. The clock turns green if it is set, and turns gray if it is not. The network roller shutters is the first to offer this kind of self-diagnosis in the roller shutter.